My name is Rick. I'm the owner of Mr. Zero's in Roseville, 55113, where we sell classic music, retro toys, vintage video games, and movies too since 2009. When I opened Mr. Zero's, I wanted something that wasn't specific, and so I was thinking about it, what would be a good name? In the Monkees episode number 52, Devil and Peter Tork, the guy that ran the pawn shop, Mr. Zero's, and I thought that's a good name because Peter Tork accidentally sold his soul to the devil to play the harp, and I thought by opening Mr. Zero's, I almost feel as if I'm selling my soul. I actually have an album autographed by all four Monkees to Mr. Zero's from Mike Nesmith and David Jones. A little bit later I was thinking about what would Mr. Zero look like, and a friend of mine introduced me to a comic artist who introduced me to another comic artist who worked on the Beatles' Yellow Submarine. And he asked me, what was it that you want me to do? And I said, well, I would like you to draw a Mr. Zero based on the characters of Yellow Submarine. So he came up with this guy here, who was an amalgamation of a Blue Meanie, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, and Jeremy the Nowhere Man. So when I was young, I wanted to get into the record biz, but it was really hard to get into the record biz, so I got into the performing side of it. And I was touring the Midwest with one band, and I left that band to go form another band, which was something exactly like this. I used to play in a Kiss tribute band in Des Moines, Iowa called Black Diamond. I am in this Kiss tribute band, Kissin' Time, for the last 9 years. After about 25 years, the only thing left to do was open my own store. Now there was a store in Phoenix that I modeled this after, and I knew you couldn't be just one genre. You had to diversify. So my idea was, we have the name Mr. Zero's, we have the character Mr. Zero. What we're going to do is classic music, records and CDs, retro toys, vintage video games like Nintendo and Sega, and movies too, like VHS and DVD. The next thing we needed was a location. I worked in Minneapolis for a long time, and I always felt east of the river needed something. So we looked around, and Roseville was the premier suburb east of the river. So we picked Roseville, and we've been here since September of 2009. So my love for music, movies, video games, and toys, Mr. Zero's has soldiered on since 2009 in this location. Then COVID hit, and everything looked pretty grim and shaky. I didn't know what I was going to do. And then I met Nicola, and she has inspired me to keep the train a-rolling. So now Nicola has whipped me into shape, and we're going to move forward.